Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're taking on a truly fascinating challenge. We're looking at a book review, one that claims a novel can, well, profoundly wake you up, can even change your story.
Mhm.
We're talking about the 40 Rules of Love by Elif Shafak.
That's the one.
And our mission, really, in this deep dive is to try and unpack how a book could possibly deliver on that. What insights, what wisdom is it offering?
Well, what makes it so compelling, and our source really highlights this, is its structure. It's quite ingenious, actually. You have these two narratives,
Yeah.
seemingly worlds apart, centuries apart even, but they're deeply connected.
Okay, two narratives.
Yeah, you've got Ella Rubinstein. She's, navigating modern American life.
Yeah.
Fairly standard stuff on the surface. And then suddenly, you're whisked back to the 13th century. Konya.
Wow, okay, big jump.
Huge jump.
Yeah.
And you witness this legendary meeting between the scholar Rumi and this really enigmatic figure, Shams of Tabriz.
Rumi and Shams, right.
Exactly. And these two journeys, Ella's and Rumi's, they're brought together. There's this ancient manuscript involved.
The manuscript.
And crucially, this set of 40 rules. And these rules, they basically challenge everything these characters thought they knew. About love, about faith, identity, the big stuff. And by extension, maybe challenge you too.
So that really sets up the core question we're holding on to today for you listening.
Yeah.
What does it actually take for a book to go beyond just being a good story, something enjoyable or informative, to become something that can fundamentally, well, change you?
Yeah, and what becomes clear as you engage with this book, or as the source suggests, is that these rules, they aren't like strict commandments. Not really. They're described more like profound whispers from a mystic.
Whispers, I like that.
You don't just process them with your head, intellectually. They're designed to be felt, to trigger something deep inside, a personal resonance.
Oh, okay.
And that's absolutely critical for the journey Ella goes on in the modern story. She's grappling with these exact ideas.
That resonance idea is fascinating. It sounds like the novel is crafted almost deliberately to make you stop, make you underline things, maybe ask yourself, hang on, was this written for me?
Exactly that.
It's about that uncanny moment when the text mirrors your own life, your own questions, so accurately that it sort of jolts you. It pushes you out of your comfort zone. It challenges rather than just, making you feel good.
Precisely. The book, quite subtly sometimes, dismantles what it calls the walls we build.
Walls.
Yeah, metaphorical walls.
Yeah.
Around our hearts, our beliefs, maybe even how we define ourselves. Our identities, is not about giving you the answers, not at all. It's more about encouraging this fundamental rethinking, this opening up of your inner world. You can see it clearly in how Shams challenges Rumi. Rumi's this established scholar, right?
Yeah.
Comfortable. And Shams just comes in and forces him to confront these really deeply embedded assumptions he has about life, about God, about everything.
And a key part of that rethinking, something the source material really points to, is this idea, this quote: "The path to the truth is a labor of the heart, not of the head."
That's a powerful one.
It sounds beautiful, but it seems central to how the book actually works on you, doesn't it?
Absolutely central. It's suggesting that real understanding, true connection, it comes from somewhere else. From emotional wisdom, from experience, not just logic.
Not just intellect alone.
Right. And there's another rule connected to that which really drives it home. Logic won't save you, only love will.
Whoa.
It's quite a statement. It suggests that when it comes to deep personal transformation, just thinking your way through it isn't enough. Arguments won't cut it.
Right, you can't reason your way into a new state of being, necessarily.
Exactly. And the book shows this so well with Rumi's own transformation. His whole academic world kind of dissolves as this spiritual awakening happens through his connection with Shams. He learns to feel truth, not just argue about it.
So it's a book that really asks something of the reader. It's not passive. You have to engage, maybe even surrender a bit to its way of thinking.
Yes, definitely an active engagement. You have to let the story and the rules embedded in it kind of work on you.
Okay.
And another really interesting rule the book delves into is about imperfection, or rather how we perceive it. It's phrased something like, "The fault you see in others is in your own eye."
Ooh, that's challenging.
It is. It goes beyond just simple tolerance. It's really a call for some pretty radical self-awareness. It suggests our perceptions of others often say more about us, about our own stuff, than about them.
Right. What we notice, what bothers us.
Exactly. And that theme, you see it playing out in both storylines.
Yeah.
In Ella's changing view of her marriage, her life, and also in Rumi's journey towards a much deeper, more profound compassion.
So that really broadens the whole awakening idea, doesn't it? It's not just about romantic love or even spiritual love, maybe. It's about how you see yourself, how you see everyone.
Growth.
It sounds like the 40 Rules of Love isn't just telling you these ideas, it's actually inviting you to experience them, to live through them with the characters.
That's a great way to put it.
So let's try and pull this all together. What we seem to have discovered about the 40 Rules of Love, based on this review and our discussion, is that it aims to be much more than just a standard novel. It's positioned almost as a mirror.
A mirror, yes.
Reflecting your own inner landscape back at you, and maybe acting as a catalyst then for some kind of personal awakening. And crucially, it doesn't seem to do this by offering easy answers or, comforting words. It promises real transformation, which often isn't comfortable.
No, it isn't. And what's really powerful, I think, is how it keeps pushing back against those walls we mentioned. The walls we build around our feelings, our faiths, even our sense of who we are. It consistently challenges them. And it champions that labor of the heart, as you said. It insists that while logic is useful, it's often love, connection, that experiential knowing that guides you to real truth. It's not just telling a story. It feels like an invitation, an urgent one almost, to see things differently, to be differently.
So maybe for you listening, if you're in a place where life feels a bit stuck, or perhaps you're asking those big questions again about faith or love or what your purpose is, maybe just craving something with real depth in a world that often feels, well, noisy and superficial, then perhaps exploring these themes from the 40 Rules of Love, even just through this deep dive, might offer something that really resonates with where you are right now.
And maybe here's a final thought to leave you with, something to consider. What happens when you engage with knowledge like the kind in this book? Knowledge that, as the source implies, can peel your soul bare. What might open up for you? How might you find yourself maybe just a little bit more vulnerable?